Discretion is advised.
Your mama black.
This program contains language and sequences some viewers may find disturbing.
Right!
A Clayton County couple is under arrest tonight, accused of keeping young children inside a dangerously filthy home.
Now the parents are facing charges as cruelty to children and animals. John Sherrick is following the investigation tonight.
The parents arrested in jail here in Clayton County on Sunday. Officers went to their house in Rex on a tip from a neighbor, and what they found inside, they say, was deplorable. Police say the parents and their 3 children, ages 3, 7, and 10, were living in filth. Garbage was everywhere inside and outside, the stench unbearable, human waste on the floors and throughout the house. Outside, police say were 3 dead dogs, starved to death, one of them dead for more than a month. Police arrested the parents, 33-year-old Kilo Ricky Townsend and 32-year-old Christina Lee Prince, on charges of cruelty to children and cruelty to animals. One neighbor tells me the conditions there kept getting worse, but another neighbor.
They good people to me. They good people to me. They good people to me.
Natasha Bell tells me the family was in the process of moving out of this house, which they rented. They were burglarized last week. Bell can't believe the charges.
That's not true. He loved them dogs. They love them dogs. I don't think they'll do anything to harm the kids or the dogs. I've been here 6 years. They never came across to me as cruelty to anything.
State DFACS placed the 3 children in the care of relatives while prosecutors deal with the parents.
There's something wrong with the black man's mind. There's something wrong with his mind.
Breaking news, nigga. Some breaking news.
The nigga ain't got no sense.
Our investigators took some tough questions to prosecutors today as a convicted rapist goes on trial for a second of 4 rape cases against him.
We wanted to know how he was on the streets for so long before an arrest, and we found it goes right back to the rape kit controversy. Our Jerry Askin got answers from the Shelby County District Attorney. Jerry?
And the bigger question, why weren't those rape kits sent off to a lab way sooner? Now, Jack Whitmore is on trial here this week for his second of 4 rape cases.
It's justice last week for a victim that was long overdue.
And it's overdue for so many victims after 12,000 rape kits sat on shelves untested for years, some for more than a decade. 45-year-old Jack Whitmore, who police are calling a serial rapist, was convicted last week of raping a woman and holding her at gunpoint back in 2000 as she walked here on Brooks Road near Elvis Presley. But it wasn't until 2012 Moore was identified as a suspect after the victim's rape kit was finally sent off to a lab and tested.
They're getting the justice today that they would have gotten years ago.
I found out Moore is on trial this week for a separate rape case, also from 2000, and he's awaiting trial for 2 other rape cases from 2003, all because of DNA finally linked back to him from a rape kit tested many years later, meaning he walked the streets of Memphis allegedly raping women for years, and police could not track him down or even ID him because these rape kits sat on shelves.
We have gotten over half of the 12,000 rape kits off of the shelves and into the laboratories.
But how many other victims are out there? And are there other cases this guy could be linked to? Of the 12,000 untested rape kits, records show more than 1,500 of them have been either tested or gone through Shelby County's court system. And the Shelby County DA's office here told me they recently hired a former MPD investigators to help solve some of these cold cases.
Looking for this man who was caught on video just after dragging an elderly disabled man from a car, then beating him to the ground in a Walmart parking lot. It happened Tuesday afternoon on North Texas Street. According to witnesses, this all started over a handicapped parking spot. The elderly man confronted the suspect's girlfriend and accused her of parking illegally.
All of a sudden, the guy just attacked the older gentleman, opened up his door, grabbed him around his neck, punched him a couple times.
Chris Bennett and his girlfriend Susie were in shock as they witnessed the assault. Susie grabbed her phone and began recording the incident just after the victim hit his head on the ground. The suspect is seen and heard shouting expletives. Chris, who is also disabled, jumped in to stop the assault.
I got the suspect off of the victim.
We have parents too, and just it's hard to imagine something like that happening to them. So you don't really think about your safety, in that type of circumstances.
The suspect then turned his attention to Fowler, telling her to stop recording him.
I'll record whatever I want to record. Yep. Hit an old man. That's hella cool. I'll do whatever I want to do. I had my dog in the back of the car, so I have a pit bull.
The suspect and his girlfriend then took off in separate cars.
Have no respect for the elderly or anybody out here.
Fairfield police are asking for the public's help tracking down the suspect.
Now, the man who helped lead the Atlanta Falcons to its only Super Bowl is in trouble again. Jamal Anderson, accused of exposing himself in Sewanee. CBS 46's Adam Murphy is right there with the 911 calls made before police found this celebrated player.
Sharon, it happened at the Quick Trip gas station right behind us here in Sewanee. Let's not forget, Anderson is no stranger to the law. He's also been charged with DUI in the past.
Best known for his Dirty Bird touchdown dance, former Falcon great Jamal Anderson is back in the spotlight.
That's when I seen him, exposing himself. I asked him several times, he needs to leave. He ignored me. But he walked out on his own, and then there was a customer outside that was pulling off. He was trying to force his way into their truck.
A clerk at the QT on Peachtree Industrial Boulevard in Sewanee called police after witnessing the unthinkable.
So do you think he's been drinking, or?
He doesn't look like he's been drinking. He just looks like he has no way to get to wherever he's trying to go.
Anderson was seen exposing himself inside the store early Wednesday morning.
It's concerning no matter who it is. In a public place, this is happening. It's very concerning.
According to police, the store clerk was the only one to witness the incident. Anderson received a criminal trespass warning and was asked to leave.
When speaking with the officer that responded to the scene, he said that Mr. Anderson was cooperative, did not cause a scene, and was apparently very intoxicated, didn't realize that what he was doing.
Police called an Uber ride for the famous Falcon running back and said he is now banned from the store. One resident said it's an embarrassment to the community.
I think that we need to focus more on the youth and the way that people like this represent the youth and the way that they look up to people like this.
It's not the first time someone has performed a lewd act at this Quick Trip. Police said a few weeks ago another man exposed himself here to some teenage girls.
You can't have adults doing this, especially when there's a possibility that children will be around.
Now, QT released a statement late this afternoon saying that their clerk acted as he should in notifying police immediately upon noticing what was going on, but had no idea that it involved Jamal Anderson at the time.
Well, new at 11, local businesses want to stop a notorious jewel thief before she strikes again.
Tonight, 86-year-old Doris Payne sits inside jail preparing for a court appearance tomorrow morning. The night team's Christian De La Rosa is live with more on how business leaders are fighting back. Christian?
Well, the thing about this is Payne is only facing 1 count of shoplifting, which means she could be a free woman by tomorrow. Businesses, we're learning, are trying to potentially ban her.
There's never been a day that I went to steal.
She's been keeping jewelry stores on their toes for decades. This time at 86, the unapologetic and legendary jewel thief Doris Payne is once again in jail, accused of slipping a $2,000 diamond necklace into her pocket inside a Dunwoody jewelry store.
Ask any officer, have I ever been arrested and lied?
This following her arrest just last year. Police say she pocketed a $700 pair of earrings from a Saks Fifth Avenue in Buckhead back then. This time, though, members of Atlanta's business community are printing, scanning her picture.
It's going to be that button there.
And spreading the word.
Brown & Company Jewelers being the top.
We were there as Sam Massell, president of the Buckhead Coalition, went down his list.
It's gone.
He sent out a mass email to businesses with just a warning, stopping short of calling for a ban on Doris Payne.
Yes, we are.
Something that can be done?
Absolutely.
Criminal defense attorney Paige Pate says given her criminal history dating back to the 1970s, according to authorities, businesses don't need to wait on a judge to ban the infamous grandma from their stores.
So I think it's reasonable, rational, and legal.
And this wouldn't be the first time it happens. Former Falcon star Jamal Anderson has been banned from a QT gas station in Gwinnett County, accused of indecent exposure. And comedian Cat Williams also faces a ban in Hall and Dawson counties after several run-ins with the law.
As long as they communicate it to her politely and tell her that she's trespassing, that her business is not welcome, and it's not because of a discriminatory reason, they're well within their rights.
Again, the Buckhead Coalition has only sent out a warning at this point. Payne will appear in front of a judge tomorrow. We will be there.